For a long time, the public narrative was simple. Justin Bieber was a kid who got discovered online, mentored by powerful figures, and launched into superstardom almost overnight. But here's the part people miss. Fame doesn't just bring opportunity. It brings proximity. Proximity to rooms, people, and environments most teenagers never encounter. Old clips now circulating again show a young Bieber interacting with powerful industry figures while still clearly underage. At the time, these moments were treated like harmless celebrity banter. Fans laughed. Commentators moved on, and the clips quietly blended into the endless stream of pop culture content. But looking back today, many viewers say the tone feels different. Not illegal by itself, not proof of wrongdoing, but uncomfortable enough that people are asking why nobody questioned it more seriously.
Back yesterday, we were pretty quick.
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
That's where the conversation becomes more complicated, because the issue isn't just one moment or one video. It's the broader environment surrounding young artists entering an industry dominated by powerful adults. When Bieber was rising to fame, he was navigating massive global attention, billion-dollar entertainment structures, and mentorship networks controlled by executives, producers, and moguls. In theory, those relationships are meant to guide young talent. But critics argue that when influence becomes concentrated in private circles, boundaries can become blurred. And when careers depend on staying close to power, speaking up can suddenly feel very expensive.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, it's gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot in.
Man.
That out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you tell me how you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
No,
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
All right. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but, it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
For years, 50 Cent publicly positioned himself as someone outside of Sean Combs' inner circle. His comments about the industry power structure were often brushed off as rivalry or entertainment drama. But here's where things started to get messy. Because as legal scrutiny around Diddy increased, those old remarks started resurfacing again. Not as proof of anything, but as reminders that conversations about influence and questionable industry culture didn't appear overnight. Some voices have been raising concern for years, even if the public wasn't paying close attention at the time.
People in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody going to come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter, dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, then have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it. And,
Still, none of that confirms criminal behavior involving Bieber, and that distinction matters. Justin Bieber himself has never publicly accused Diddy of wrongdoing. What he has spoken about, though, is the emotional pressure of growing up inside extreme fame. In multiple interviews over the years, Bieber described feeling overwhelmed, struggling with anxiety, and facing adult-level expectations while still barely out of childhood. Those admissions don't point directly at any individual, but they do reinforce a broader truth about the entertainment system. When someone becomes famous young, the adults around them often control the rules.
He bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Well, apparently not. Something, everything.
You believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff Dad.
And if you go back even further, there's another piece of context that complicates the story. Usher, who helped guide Bieber early in his career, previously acknowledged that when he himself entered Diddy's circle as a teenager, the environment exposed him to situations that felt far beyond what someone his age should experience. Again, that statement alone doesn't prove criminal activity, but it does raise a difficult question. If earlier generations already recognized the pressures inside those circles, why did the system remain the same when the next young star entered it?
Before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. They got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that's...
As investigations into Diddy intensified, new claims began appearing online and in interviews. One name that surfaced in those discussions was Courtney Burgess, who alleged that videotapes connected to parties involving celebrities had been handed to federal authorities. According to Burgess, those recordings allegedly included well-known figures and possibly individuals who appeared underage at time. But it's critical to emphasize something here. These statements remain allegations. The claims described in those interviews have not been proven in court, and the identities or contents of any such tapes have not been confirmed through verified legal findings.
Change your mind. Look at Little Nas X. He fizzled out fast, too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber is a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy, and boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher reigning.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher reigning, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole skis.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
Even so, the story kept spreading. Burgess claimed the recordings originally belonged to Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, and that they were intended as evidence. Again, these claims remain disputed and unverified, but the mere suggestion that federal investigators reviewed such material was enough to push the conversation back into the spotlight. Because suddenly the discussion wasn't just about gossip blogs or internet rumors anymore. It was about what might surface in formal legal settings.
Of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish. And he was like, he was broke, almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through Where
Because he
feels
knows
like,
what's been happening to Billy. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown, girl, with Drake. These people are monsters.
Dupree said something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes.
When cases reach federal courts, the entire conversation changes. Online speculation turns into indictments, testimony, and legal procedure. That process defines what can actually be proven. And while the court examines specific criminal allegations, a different question often lingers outside the courtroom. What about the broader culture that allowed questionable dynamics to exist in the first place?
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? It showed the part with his, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from a event.
Another theory circulating among commentators involves the possibility of insiders cooperating with investigators. Some analysts have suggested that individuals close to Diddy's circle could potentially act as witnesses if authorities pursue certain lines of inquiry. One commentator even speculated that law enforcement might already have spoken with people who previously appeared in viral clips, though there is no public confirmation of that claim. Like many parts of this story, it remains speculation rather than established fact.
He has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on a plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for a couple of reasons. You understand? One, to make a witness out of him, or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm going to give you something different. And I'm going to give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up. And he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness.